reasons why you should be optimistic as a gun owner, why things are turning around. Probably the biggest one is that the Liberals, they're running out of time. We've gotten to the point where they haven't even executed the retail buyback, much less the buyback for everyone else, and they have 14 months at the latest left in their government. And so it's not 100% chance that it'll never happen, but it's looking very likely that the buyback will not happen at all, which leaves all of our firearms still in our hands. That's pretty exciting, right?
Yeah, that's really important. And you're right about that. They have willing participants with the business portion of the buyback program. These are retailers stuck with unsellable inventory, a more than willing business lobby group that was willing to help them, in fact, being paid by contract to do so. And yet still here we are 4.5 years later, nothing has happened. So in order to get all that done, learn some lessons from it and roll that out on a national level for individual gun owners, it's virtually impossible. I still believe that.
Certainly the buyback is highly unlikely to ever happen, and they're going to lose their mandate, which is great. I think I might have said a few things that were a little too sharp about how easy it would be to do a retailer buyback, and they couldn't even accomplish that. I try to keep it pretty mild, but sometimes even I get too frustrated. But there are more PAL holders today than ever in the history of the PAL program. There's still tons of shooting sports going on. There's still clubs across the country that are busy with all these things. They haven't eliminated that. And then I had translated that to look around, look at how busy TACCOM is, despite everything we've been through. So that, among a few other things, were really compelling reasons for us to look back at ourselves and our community and say, you know what? We outlasted them. We weathered the storm. We stuck together. We kept going. We found new ways to do our shooting sports. We found new ways to grow them. There's still waiting lists at clubs, waiting lists for the Canadian Firearm Safety Course across the country. We've been a pretty resilient community, and I think we should be proud of that and hopeful.
Yeah, and there's new guns coming out on the market. There's a couple of them premiered right at the show. There are more people joining the sport now than ever. And in fact, overall, Canadians have never been more armed, so to speak. We've never owned as many guns in history as we do now. So for all the beating up that we've taken, I'm not trying to minimize what's happened because it's been a hell of a battle. At the same time, we still got all our stuff. And there is every reason to believe that the tide is changing and there is light at the end of the tunnel. So I refuse to let these people get me down, and we will outwork them, we will outlast them, and we'll win.
Yep. Look around, we're still standing despite it all. That's what I've got for you for now. If you want to become a member of the CCFR and you aren't right now, you can do that at firearmrights.ca or ccfr.ca. If you're already helping us, thank you so much for that. Take care, everyone, and I will see you in the next one.